A day in the life on the farm, a good hardworking day starts with a good breakfast. So today we're gonna make some spelt sourdough pancakes before we head out and start working.
When we are lost in pain, we cry out your name, and you are faithful. Patience, child, rest a while. When you begin, no man can.
Going here this morning before I can work outside, and that is some yogurt. I do love making it in the Instant Pot, but my Instant Pot does not actually have the yogurt setting, so I'm going to show you how I do that without it. It is super easy. We run out of the stuff literally within a few days, so that's just how it goes. I feel like it's a constant juggle of some form of sourdough dough is fermenting, we have sauerkraut fermenting, we have yogurt in the making, and a lot of those things can feel overwhelming, but when you get into kind of a rhythm and routine of them, they really just kind of become like part of your morning chores. So anyways, yogurt is not quite one of my morning chores, but I am trying to do it maybe like once a week or so. Probably should do it twice a week. We'll see if we get there or not. This is Jersey milk, y'all. I have to show you this cream line. Is that not amazing? And then of course that gets used for butter, ice cream, you know, all the delicious things. So anyways, I'm gonna try to shake this up, and then I'm gonna pour that in here. Okay, just turned this onto the saute setting. I have my little food thermometer here. I am gonna heat this to 100 degrees and then stir in 1 cup of a plain like whole milk yogurt. That is a great starter. I sometimes will just use the actual like little yogurt starters. You can buy them. I think it's Cultures for Health where you can order them. I just buy them from our little Amish store close by. I think you can order them online as well, but the plain yogurt works great too, so that's what I'm going to use today. Okay, I've turned my Instant Pot off now that it's 100 degrees. Stirred in my plain yogurt. Now I'm just gonna put the lid on. You can unplug it at this point. And then you're gonna probably laugh at this. I actually just take this big fuzzy blanket and wrap my entire Instant Pot in this. That helps it to keep its temperature. And so I'm just gonna wrap it up like this. Looks like a big polar bear sitting on my counter. And I'm gonna let it sit here for about 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours. And then I will take out the insert, put it in the fridge, and let it cool completely before I do the next step. So I'll see, maybe I can show you the finished product here at the end of the video if I film that tomorrow morning. I'll probably let this sit all day today, pop it in the fridge before bed tonight, and then proceed in the morning. One of the kids' most asked questions the last couple months has been, Mom, when are we getting more KiwiCo boxes? So I am so excited that KiwiCo is sponsoring today's video. They just came out with a brand new summer adventure series, and basically one series is not one, not two, not even three, but 6 boxes that are all based around a certain theme. You can choose if you want to get them all at once like I did, or if you want to kind of spread them out and have 6 weeks of shipments, customize all of that however fits best in your schedule. These would be amazing to take along on a road trip. I'll show you inside of one. This is the garden play one. Y'all know how much I love gardening. It comes same as last time, has this little magazine for the kids on the top, as well as a book that has all the instructions in it. And with these boxes, you also get access to an entire library of like videos, DIYs, crafts, things like that that you can do if you want even more fun summer activities. I am very excited to get into this. I know that summer, we often think of everything outdoors, but then there's the rainy days, and then there's the road trips, and that is where these boxes come in and where I personally am excited to use these for. I know the kids will love them. They can learn and grow even throughout the summer. The collection that I choose is actually the Nature series. This specific one is for ages 3 and up. Last time we had stuff a little bit more geared toward the older ones. This time it's geared a little bit more towards the younger ones, but both ways they have all just really enjoyed them. So you can get $20 off of the summer series with my code THISGOLDENHOUR, all caps. I will also leave that information as well as my link down in the description box below. Thank you so much to KiwiCo for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Now let's get back to the farm. Do you hear that? I just love the sounds of spring. The birds are singing. You can start hearing some insect sounds. I don't know, it's just divine. But today we have a lot of outdoor work, and I apologize, there will probably be a lot of harsh lighting, which is not my favorite to film in, but we are having some beautiful like 80+ degree days right now. So I still have not planted out all my starts. I don't know if you can see them back here behind me. I'm not gonna quite plant out everything like watermelon, cucumber, some of those like super picky ones, because it does look like it's getting a little colder next week, but we can definitely do all my lettuces, kales, cabbages, all of that kind of stuff. In fact, I'm kind of late with some of that. So that's what we're gonna tackle first out here. Wow, the sunshine is very bright out here today, but we got all of our peppers planted that I want. I actually have quite a few extra, so these I will just probably be passing on to friends. But I don't have red bell peppers. I have green bell peppers, I have orange bell peppers, but I like to have a pretty mixture for later when we can them. And so I'm gonna stop at the greenhouse, I think this afternoon, and pick up 2 red bell peppers as well as a couple spicy peppers. I didn't start any of those this year. So otherwise we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have 12 pepper plants planted right now, and I'm ready to stake them. So what I use to stake them is actually tomato cages, which works surprisingly well. They have done really well ever since I've started to do it this way. They get really tall, really bushy, bear really well, and so that I'm definitely sold on that method of staking the peppers. So that's what we're gonna do now, and then probably head out and pick up some of these other things. Little cherry tomatoes. Again, I have tons of tomatoes from start, but no cherry tomatoes, and I wanted a couple of these to grow up around that arch. I have a cayenne pepper, 2 habaneros, I think those are back here, and then 2 red bell peppers. I got 2 little packs of eucalyptus. I think I'll plant those in the garden this year. And then I love basil, so I picked up 3 plants of those, I think, and then a couple curly parsleys. The girls love having these in their gardens for caterpillars, and then they like to take the caterpillars. Kyra has a little butterfly cage thing that you can like feed them and watch them grow and turn into butterflies. So that is their motivation behind these parsleys. And then I also got one for my garden, and I also got one of these Italian parsleys here. So that's everything we picked up. On the menu for dinner tonight is chicken Alfredo with homemade pasta, so I'm just getting ready to do that. Just gathered these eggs from the chickens. In fact, I think a couple of them are still a little warm. But we are gonna start off by mixing up our pasta dough. Later now, my pasta dough is ready to go, and I have my attachments here. Josh gave me these as a push present. Is that even still a thing? I don't know. But after William was born, he surprised me with these, which was so sweet. I have been wanting them for quite some time now, and I've used them once before, so this is only my second time making homemade pasta. It was absolutely delicious last time, so I'm very excited to do it again. You can just roll these out by hand as well, but this does really simplify it. This one is like the roller, and it has these notches. So you start on the one, which is like the widest, and then you make it narrower and narrower as you go along. And then this one is the fettuccine cutter, which is what I'm using today. I also have the spaghetti one, but just different sizes, obviously. So we're gonna start off by dividing our dough into 4 equal parts. And then I'm just gonna kind of press this into a rectangle. And I wrapped up the 3 pieces that I'm not using yet back into this saran wrap because they do dry out super quickly. We got 1/4 done. I'm just gonna dust flour on both sides of it so that the noodles won't stick together. And then we'll keep right on going with the next one. This is like adult version of Play-Doh. All right, finally got these all rolled out, and now I'm just gonna switch my attachment to this fettuccine one, and we'll just run everything through once. This is the fun part, if you ask me. We are ready to cook these. I have my water just starting to boil here, looks like. So we can cook these. I might cut them in half too, just because, you know, 4-foot long noodles are a little hard to twirl around your fork, especially for the little ones. But look at this. This is so fun. Highly recommend, if you aren't already, make your own pasta.
Peace replaces fear, joy for our despair. No one can compare to Him who's always been there.
It is the next morning now. I just pulled my yogurt from the fridge, and you can, I don't know if you can see. See if I can do this with holding a baby. You can see it's pretty thick right from the start, but I like to run mine through the blender just to make it like super creamy and smooth, and it does get runny then. That is tasty for like a yogurt drink, anything like that, but for more of a Greek style yogurt, I'm gonna run mine through this sieve. And you can buy a special cheesecloth, or if you're like me and you like to err a little more on the minimal side, I just use a cheesecloth table runner. So that's what I'm using. I'm just gonna put this in my sieve and then run the yogurt through it. The longer you have it sitting there, the thicker it will be. So I just kind of monitor. Alright, yogurt is completed. I popped it back in the fridge. And now I'm just making some sourdough like thumbprint cookies for our homeschool co-op again this afternoon. So I better be getting ready for that. I hope you were inspired by today's video. Thank you so much for being here, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye friends.
Golden, golden thing.